Welcome to Bunnies TV, live and free across Australia and around the globe. This is our round 25 preview show. We're going to have a look at the team that dropped today and have a little look back at the win over the Knights, plus a look at the Pathways streams successful on the weekend against the Dragons, and also the selected Pathways teams. It was my first day back at Rabbitohs training today at the Usana Rabbitohs Centre, and very enjoyable. I'm still on one crutch, but I got in there and took some pics, shot some video, had a chat to Alex Johnston, and you can see some of that footage I've already put up on Bunnies TV, YouTube. So have a look at that. The team dropped today. Not a lot of surprises. I'll just bring it up. Pretty much the same starting side, and few changes on the bench. So Cartwright wasn't out there training today. I didn't see him anyway. So the bench is Tallis Duncan, Michael Cheekham, Liva Havili, and Davey Mawale. But on the extended bench, we have got Hame Sele and Junior Totola, along with Tyrone Munro, Pete Mamazelis, and Footy Dean Hawkins. So they were out on the field today, Junior and Hame, but they were training in a limited capacity. I did have a chat to both of them, so I can't reveal either way whether they're going to come into the team, but it is good news that both of our quality forwards are nearing returns. Junior, reigning George Piggins medalist, Hame, workhorse in the middle, great leg speed, so they're going to be valuable additions. If they don't come in this week, then lock them in for after the bye against the Chooks. So two real important wins coming up for us. Starting with the Knights in Newcastle, who have been going well. AJ said it today when I had a chat to him. They're going to be hard to beat. We need to play at our best, and we need to win. David Gartner has joined us all the way from New Zealand. Hello, mate. And he said, a must win against the Knights. Yes, it is. Okay, so I also had a chat to Tom Burgess today, and he was doing the opposed session for the boys, which is all he can do at the moment because he's out. He won't be back till finals week 1, but he agreed. We've got to beat the Knights. We get the week off for the bye, a valuable 2 points. Then we've got the Chooks. Now, if we win those 2 games with the bye 2 points, we can still make the top 4 if results go our way, I believe, if the Storm drops a game. So top 4 still in our sights, but we've got to win them both. So that's an important task for this team. But they look pretty switched on today. Like I said, I was glad to be back out there and got in amongst it. Shot some footage as the boys walked past. Had a quick chat to Jai Gray. So I'll just show you some of the photos. So there's Junior. He was walking. That's the rehab vest he still had on. Isaac Tuatupon-Thompson and Stretch. Said hello to those 2 boys. And AJ did the presser. There's Danny Wilder and Shannon from the Rabbitohs. And I got him just after this. When he walked off, I grabbed him for an exclusive for Bunnies TV. And there's Liva Havili. And he looks fit and well. And was there one more? Yeah, there it is. There's Taffy giving the ball out to Tyrone. And there's Benny Lovett there in the thick of things as well. And another bloke that was out on the field, Jason Clark. There he is there. Footy legend at the Rabbitohs, born and bred in Botany, Coogee Wombat Jr., grand final starter in the 2014 grand final. So there he is. And it's Sir Boys said, yo, Mavo. Hello to you, mate. Thank you to everyone who's live chatting here on the show. Now, what else did I see? I had a quick chat to Jai Gray. He played well in the flag. I'm going to talk about that a bit later. Carved him up. A lot of you would have saw the highlights package I put up, and this kid is fit now. He chased a bloke down, ran the length of the field and ran him down because he's got a lot of pace and tested out that hammy. Looks like it's good to go. And Leon Tahu was out there as well, so he's had a few injury battles also. So it was good to be back out there at training. And we are going to have a little look at the Dragons win. It was a 4-try-3 victory. Another AJ double. So that takes him to 52 career doubles. 2 more than anyone else in the history of the NRL. What about that? I scored a double in my 4th game. I'm very proud of that. I might have scored a few more, but 52. Come on. That is outrageous. And when I spoke to AJ today about being the 5th most capped Rabbitoh of all time, he's very humble about it. But, he said he just started playing and then years have gone by and now he's top 5. So how valuable is this bloke to this team? But, yeah, another milestone and 187 tries. So he's only got 3 more before he overtakes the great Billy Slater in 2nd place on 190 tries. And that will happen this year between the Knights, the Chooks, into the finals. He's got 3 or 4 tries up his sleeve, AJ. Hopefully he does it on Sunday when we take on the Knights in that huge clash, that must-win clash. So back to the Dragons win. So we didn't complete that well. Look, we weren't at our best again. We got it done, but I think the Dragons were pretty awful as well, which helped us. But doesn't matter. We'll take the 2 points, a valuable 2 points that puts us in a decent position on the ladder. We're in the top 8, okay? We still did have 5 line breaks to 2. We had 9 offloads to 5, which was way better than the week before against the Sharks when they were just offloading at will. So they cleaned that up. We missed less tackles as well, which was good. But we still did make 16 errors to their 11. So usually when you don't complete higher than the opposition, you make more errors. You're on the wrong end of the scoreboard. And I think Ben Hunt's kicking game conversions, he missed about 3 conversions. So it should have been about 26-20. So they were in the game, the Dragons. There's no doubt about it. I've just published Josh Kemp's article on bunniestv.au. Have a read of that. And he describes his road trip that he's been all around Australia, but he was over at the Sharks game. He's come across to Cairns, and his article describes those 2 games. So have a look at that. And also, Greg Allen has written his round 24 summary of all the games, and he does a lot of work on that, and that's a really good read too. So have a look at the website, Bunnies TV AU. What was pleasing that Trell had 2 try assists, and Cody and Lockie had try assists in the game. So our spine stood up when they needed to. And it's Serbo saying, have you set anything up for the stream? For the new stream? No. So I am switching to StreamYard, but I'm just going to wait till I've got time to spend on it because I don't want to stuff anything up. That's a technical issue. But StreamYard's going to be good because what we can do with StreamYard is put the chat on the screen so everyone can read it. So that is going to be good, and there's a lot of stuff. I have got my man Clinton, who's going to help me, but not yet. I thought Cam, Shaq, and Tallis were stands out, particularly Tallis. I'm a big fan of Tallis. And what he brought when he come on the field was energy. And he hits hard in defence. And he's dangerous with the ball. So I'm not surprised that JD has selected him on the bench. And I'm going to find it hard to leave him out for the rest of the year. Well, I suppose JD is as well. I'm going to, and JD is as well. And the Den Music says, good evening, Mavo. Hope you're well. Yeah, I'm feeling well. The knee's getting better. I was in the pool, the hydrotherapy up at the hospital today, and you're moving it around, and it's really good. And thanks for sending that stuff through of your little studio, Den. We'll have to get together and have a chat about. We'll have to swap some ideas. And you can do that with OBS Streamlabs. Yeah, so I know I've got OBS right now, and I've got StreamYard. I know it's going to be good. And I'm looking forward to the show just evolving and getting better and better with the likes of better technology and better software. Ron Moore's joined us. Channel member, hello, mate. Win and we are in the 8, I feel. Must win. Yeah, so look, if we win, we'll probably make it with the buy up our sleeve. That is a valuable buy. And the draw with the buys, it's always all over the place. Like, we should be higher on the ladder than we're sitting, but it looks like we're going worse than what we are. They changed the buy rule, so they give the points at the start of the round to make it look a bit better. But still, it needs to be looked at. I'm not a big fan of all these buys stuffing the ladder up all the way through the year. But welcome, Ron Moore. Thank you for your support as a channel member. You can become a channel member and you get exclusive content. So I shot some exclusive content at the Rabbitohs Centre today that I didn't share to the main channel because I look after the members. So you get stuff, little chats with the players that I don't share to the mainstream. So it has its privileges to be a member of Bunnies TV. And Dan Music said, for sure, anytime. Let's exchange email. Send me an email. My email is in the link, is in the description of this video, the Den. Send me an email and we'll have a chat. We'll exchange numbers and let's have a chat. Yeah, like I said, and I seen Shaq today and he's on the members video, but I didn't share. Well, I'm not supposed to tell you that, but anyway, he is. And I just said, mate, you're back. Shaq is back. And he is. And Cameron Murray, what will we do without him? He's a national treasure at this club, and he produced quality work in the middle like he always does. You know, so he's just something else. He played big minutes. Talas's ball playing and defence were noticeable. He does everything with energy, like I said, and he just puts that little bit extra in that you want to see in your young back rower. And David Gardner agrees. He said Talas is a good impact player off the bench. Yes, he is. Shaquay, 12 runs, 139 metres, 57 post-contact metres, and an offload that almost led to a try. And today at training, little short ball to his brother, Latrell, straight through. Wouldn't you love to see that in a game? So stay tuned. It'll happen one day. And special mention to Tane Milne, 21 runs for 233 metres. It's hard to leave him out, and he hasn't left him out after that type of performance. He's just getting in there, rolling the sleeves up, Tane Milne, pumping out big metres and helping out his forwards. So, and we win. And that's what you want from your hard-working winger. And Pauline Elliott said, hi, all the way from Malta. Michael Cheekham is the most underestimated at the Bunnies. Well, hello to you, Pauline. Malta, beautiful country. I've got friends from Malta. I've never been. I'd love to go. And Michael Cheekham, yes, he's a hard worker, plays big minutes, and I'd really love to see him get into some space. And we know he can run the ball. Let's hope he can get on the field. And, you know, he does his work in defence and he charges the ball up. And I'd like to see him get through and show a bit of the skill that we all know he's got. Ned Kelly's joined us and said Shaq was great. He was. And if you watched the show last week, when I filmed him in the live streams, I said he probably should be there. It was a good performance. He scored a try under the post, charged onto the ball, and he was rewarded with that. Yes, Tommy made way for him, but I think I said at the time that he might have been there regardless because of the way he played. And loving failures is work for a young fella. Is that Talas you meant to say, Ron? A couple of tries, and the Den Music said a couple of tries I thought were tries last week. Well, one of them I thought was Lockie. Now, the bunker was quick to say, yeah, Talas, he meant to say. So Ron Moore meant to say, loving Talas's work for a young fella. So am I. And the Den Music said, yeah, a couple of tries I thought were tries. Well, one definitely was, I thought, Lockie when he put it down. The bunker was quick to say that it was separation, but the referee awarded a try. And there was not definitive evidence that that ball ever left his hand because it looked like it did, but looking like it did does not prove it did. It appeared that his fingers stayed in contact with that ball the whole way. Lockie got robbed a try. He's playing his 50th game on Sunday. Hope he has a big one. I thought he played well the other day. A couple of great kicks, try assist, and onwards and upwards for our half that has been a bit under fire, but I'm backing him and our coach too. There was a bloke that made a post in one of the groups on Facebook saying, I'm going to send an email to the Rabbitohs and if we don't make the 8, I want to get JD sacked. Well, mate, pull your head in. JD is a great coach. I've interviewed him a number of times now. He's the smartest rugby league bloke that I've ever spoken to. He's across every issue that needs to be addressed in this club, and he's got a huge future in this game. He's very approachable, and he allows me and the Bunnies TV to have access to him that wasn't there before. The greatest coach of all time couldn't get near him, Wayne Bennett, before. But now JD is, you want to have a chat? Let's have a chat. So he's a good bloke. He's got the confidence of the team. And anyway, ran over for that. So we will have a little bit a look at the tries. Try one, a great set of 6. Settles to the left, then great spread down the right for Tane. And then a great spread to the left for Trell to AJ, untouched down the left. So it was just like I said, a great set of 6. Settles off to the left, spread to the right. Cody was involved both times. And then opens the field up for Trell to just pass a beautiful ball to AJ. And I don't know how many tries he scored untouched, but it's a few. And Ron Moore said, hope Junior plays. Well, he had the rehab vest on. I just showed you a photo of him. He may well do it. And the Den Music said, sack the bloke who sent it. Yeah, so he copped a bit of flack, the bloke, because it wasn't the best presented email. He called it he meant to say a draft, but he called it a daft. And someone said, well, it's a bit daft. I know that's a Pommy saying, but try 2, stretch ran a good line off a good Cody pass. Good try. There was poor defence by his opposite centre there. Try 3, a good bomb by Lockie. And Trell was lucky to be ruled onside, but there's been some photos that have come out that show that he was onside. It wasn't definitive, but I know that Vossi and Brandy were adamant that he was offside, but the bunker had a look at it. So maybe where we got robbed with Lockie's try, we got one there, but doesn't matter. Try confirmed. Now, try 4 was super football. Now, I know I'm going back to last weekend, but we have to cover it because I didn't do a recap show. It begins 32 metres out from the Rabbits line. Quick torpedo pass thrown by Lockie from dummy half. Out in front of Cam, who just props for a moment as Shaq runs a decoy before passing to Cody. Then Ben Lovett runs an inside line decoy for Cody to find Trell Mint. Quick pass to Tass, who was unmarked with AJ outside him. Now, to all those people that say that Tass won't pass to AJ, please watch this try again. Go back and watch it. Because Tass passes to AJ in space. And then AJ does well and beats Sully, then stands in the Ben Hunt tackle before passing back to Tass in support. Now, AJ isn't just a finisher. This football was superb. Beats a bloke, stands in a tackle, passes back to Tass. And then Tass does exceptionally well to draw the fullback and pass to AJ again to score his 187th career try. So not only did he pick up his winger once, picked him up twice in that super try 4 against the Dragons. So it was good to get the win. Before I move on, I'll just let you know that we have got a new Instagram. Follow Bunnies TV Instagram. Bunnies TV AU. We have got the merchandise. Been selling a few shirts. I've got the hoodie on here. And there is a link in the description of this video to buy those. They're $50 for the hoodies, $20 for the shirts. And the Den Music said that try made the top 5. There you go. Good try. That was a great try. We are brought to you by Darryl Lee, who have been making it better since 1927. Blast Pit are moving to a new premises right next to Site Pizza Little Bay. So you'll be able to go and get in the ice bath, have a sauna, and let Nick FC Blaster look after you. Site Pizza, there's Michelle Cheney and the family, Nola, some friends there. Look at that food. Beautiful food. And we give away $100 worth of pizza every week on Bunnies TV. So you can just have to go to our Instagram or Facebook to win that. Just like and comment. Dot Peel Constructions, give Corey.I a ring. 0433 823 326. NG Farah, the best in the business. They've just named Cameron Airley as their #1 agent for 2023. And that's where he works, in that Coogee store. So drop in there, say hello, and tell them Bunnies TV sent you. You're watching this on our George's camera, and we have got our DJI Mini 3 Pro. You can get that at George's since 1981. The juniors have got Tahir on this Saturday, I think it is, the 26th of August. Or was it next Saturday? Might be next Saturday. And then Effie, hello, good thanks, on Friday the 1st of September. So some great shows up at the juniors. And they're also got the the World Cup is on tomorrow on the big screen in the Whittle Theatre. So go up there, and they've got happy hour, 49% off drinks between 7 and 8 p.m. So go up, have a few beers, whatever, and watch the soccer on the mega screen. Bunnaby Water, water with a purpose. Proud supporters of the Gujaga Foundation, and I've got me Bunnaby Water here. So thanks to everyone who's been live chatting. We will have a look at the pathways now. And thanks to Tony Day for his team list. Now, the New South Wales Cup, excuse me, they just about an unchanged lineup. Buddy Gordon took a goal at the end of the game on the weekend, and I've heard a little rumour that he's not retiring. So they just gave him the kick because it was the last game for those boys at Redfern before the finals. And then the Flegg boys, unfortunately, this will be their last game this week, and they are pretty much an unchanged lineup as well. A lot of you would have saw our streams on Bunnies TV. The Flegg were up first, and they put a score on the Dragons, 30-12. And Jai Gray, I mentioned him earlier, but there's not a lot this kid can't do. Big future in the game, and be interesting to see what they do with him. Like I said, he was out there training with the top 30 today. He's going to be top 30 development next year, or might even be top 30. I don't know. But look out for that young fella. I don't know if he's going to play in the New South Wales Cup. Maybe not, but he's a big part of this club. And, yeah, so they had a good win, the Flegg boys. Carson Cahill opened the scoring, and they put 30 on the Dragons and hit back for a season that, hasn't really gone their way. The New South Wales Cup boys had their 5th win in a row, put 50 on the Dragons. Isaac Tutupo Thompson scored a hat-trick. Tommy Carr, a double. And we had some good performances there. Blake Taff had a great game. Dion Tiapa, Dean Hawkins, to name a few. So they're on a roll. And I think they're sitting 3rd or something now in the table. The Den Music said Gray was awesome. Yes, he was. So, it was good to see those boys get a couple of wins. So we were talking it up on the stream. A lot of you would have seen it. We're saying we've got to win the 3 grades, the Flegg, the Cup, first grade, and the Matildas. And how good was the Matildas win? Exciting. The shootout, the drama of it all. I was jumping around the lounge room. I did enjoy that. So I felt like we won 4 grades, and then someone said the Swans won as well, so we'll take it 5 grades. Why not? But, yeah, big game tomorrow night. Good luck to the Matildas. If you're watching this, I'm sure you'll be sitting around watching the Bunnies TV live and free. But, and, will Sam Kerr play? Is she fit? Wait and see. So go the Aussies. If they can beat the Poms, what a night it's going to be tomorrow. If we can beat them, and then at 6 o'clock tonight, well, it's actually started now. I don't know. I might go up and have a look at that. The other playoff in New Zealand, Spain and Sweden, I think it is. So we play the winner of that on Sunday at Accor Stadium. So that's going to be huge. All right. Thanks for joining me. We'll catch you next week. Big win. We've got to win against the Knights. And like I said, have a look at some of the stuff I've posted on Bunnies TV. My Alex Johnston interview, he was good. And I'll put some more up on the Insta, Facebook, TikTok. I'm on LinkedIn. And if you listen to this as a podcast on Apple Podcasts, give us a 5-star review, or on Spotify, follow. Thanks. See you later. And Liam Waddell said laters. So thank you, Liam Waddell, for joining me. And thank you to everyone who's live chatted. Thank you to everyone who supports the show. And, I'm glad to be back at training. And I can tell you that Saturday's captain's run will be live and free on Bunnies TV. So haven't done one for a while because I've been out of action, but I'm back, baby. Back. And Liam Waddell said, up the mighty rabbits. Well said.